All right, folks, today we are diving into yet another lawsuit against the infamous 181 Westchester Avenue in Port Chester, New York. This building, owned by Robert Contreras and his company, 181 Westchester Avenue LLC, has been drowning in legal trouble for years. And now, they're facing yet another major lawsuit, this time from one of their own tenants, a law firm that has had enough of their shady business practices. But before we get into the details of this latest case, let's not forget, Robert Contreras is still caught up in a federal lawsuit with Chubb Insurance. Why? Because they are trying to recoup legal fees from a previous lawsuit where he was accused of installing hidden cameras in the women's private bathrooms. Yes, you heard that right. This is the type of person we are dealing with. Background of the lawsuit. Now let's talk about this new case. The plaintiff is Kavulich and Associates, a law firm that has been a tenant at 181 Westchester Avenue for over a decade. The firm had been leasing office space in Suite 500C and decided to expand, negotiating a lease for a new space, Suite 301B. After months of back and forth, they agreed to a 5-year lease. They put their own money into renovations, wiring, and furniture, believing they had a valid agreement. But then, Contreras and his team pulled a classic bait and switch. What happened next? First, they never returned the fully signed lease, keeping the law firm in limbo. Then, after allowing them to invest thousands of dollars into upgrades, Contreras suddenly demanded additional build-out costs that were never part of the original deal. When the law firm refused to be extorted, Contreras became physically aggressive, attacking one of the attorneys in the office, and then calling the police, falsely claiming the firm was squatting in the space. Shortly after, the landlord locked the firm out of their original office, Suite 500C, despite the fact that rent had been paid in full. That's right, this guy illegally evicted a law firm. The bigger picture. This is just the latest example of the corruption and mismanagement that has plagued 181 Westchester Avenue for years. And here's the kicker. The building is now being converted into apartments. Why? Because the owners couldn't survive the onslaught of lawsuits, tenant disputes, and financial mismanagement. This is their desperate attempt to rebrand and escape their bad reputation. Closing. So what do you think? Should people trust these owners with residential apartments after everything that's come to light? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to stay updated on more real estate corruption and legal battles, make sure to subscribe. Because as we've seen time and time again, when landlords like Robert Contreras think they can get away with screwing people over, they always find out the hard way.